Good morning, students. After a long time uploading my video, I'm very sorry because I'll start with some work. Anyways, let's get started with the topic. I was continuing the Puritan concept. They as a literary artist who are Puritans. So therefore, I'm still now with MEG6 first portion of the text. From that part, I'm doing the topic from the colonial to the federal, the context of the American Enlightenment. So here are some questions as it is shown in the screen. It has been, some questions has been given from the module, some from the question paper also. Now let us start with the conception and the context and the answers part. We are here to examine the context of American literature which was produced before the formation of the Federal Association in the American colonies. This period took its ideas and ideals from the English Enlightenment. Now why I said it has taken some ideas and conception and ideals from the English Enlightenment, because, and this is known as American Enlightenment. Why I said this? Because as when Indians came to our country, we were the colonies of British people also. So we have adopted some of the culture, some of their like we got printing machine, English language. So we have adopted from British people. In the same way, when they colonized America, they had also taken, American people also had taken some of the ideals, some of the formation, some of the idea, everything from the English people. So taking the ideals and the ideas and ideologies, some of their pattern of lifestyle, taking everything, they made a federal formation, and after making it, it became an American Enlightenment. Now we can discuss this topic under some of the headings. The material basis of American Enlightenment. By the early 1700s, that is around 18th century, two distinct economic worlds had taken shape in the colonies, generally north and south of the Pennsylvania's southern border. So that means there was a division between two colonies. I have already told some people came from north side and settled, some people came from south side and settled. So automatically there will be two groups. There are division between two groups, and accordingly south people exported crops such as rice, tobacco. That means they were business minded. They started export import business, and whenever we are doing business, that means we are earning money, and when we are earning money, that means we are trying to settle down and having a luxurious lifestyle. Now north also thought in what way they should go on, so they also started following the south people. So they also started exporting agricultural produce. It may be any agricultural production. It need not to be specifically crops, but it can be some products that is associated with agriculture. So both side of the people, they started earning money for good settlement, good life, comfort and luxury. Expansion of agricultural activities erased the distinction between north and south. It is very normal. Agriculture is the basic of everything. When there is a human settlement, you need to eat. Okay, so when you need to eat, you need to depend on agriculture, and when you need to depend on agriculture, obviously people will start doing agricultural activities. There will be farmers, there will be a transaction of money, and there will be a business. So automatically one thing brings the other. So by the second part of 18th century, this agricultural conception was going in the early part of the 18th century. Now I come to the second part of the 18th century where paper currency came up. Because to do a business, just now I said before that to do a business you need to do it with currency. in Hindi we say it, पैसा नहीं है तो business कैसे चलाए. So automatically you need some currency. So therefore it makes a commerce easy. What is commerce easy? It becomes a commercial purpose. So people became interested and migrated from Germany, Ireland and various parts of the world. Now why people started migrating? You may think, why people are migrating? People are migrating because that when you, for example, let me make it more clear with you. For example, in our generation now, we always try to be good in academics, and when some students get very good marks and they get opportunity abroad, we generally try, generally the students who are very excelled in their studies and everything, we start thinking of going and settle abroad India, right? Now why people think of settling abroad? Because there is more opportunity, you get more exposure, you some people dream of having a luxurious life, obviously earning more. So wherever there is more option of earning more, having a more facilities of life, we people, it's a normal psychology of a people that we tend to that part, right? So automatically when in the 18th century, when there was a expansion of business, there was a huge voluminous changing and modification of luxurious life, people became interested and they also started migrating from Germany and Ireland and so on, and they started coming to America and settling. So automatically the population of America continued to increase along with the native people. The native people were also there, and there were more people who were coming from outside. Okay, so population was increasing. Another reason was the survival rate of children. Automatically medical facility was increasing. When medical facility was increasing, it is very normal that people will survive, babies will survive because medical facility is good. So children were also surviving. When children were surviving, automatically the population was growing from one child to another family, from that family to another family. This way the population goes on in the earth also. Okay, so this is the main reason that population was increasing in such a way that it was becoming more and more comparison to Europe also. Thus came into existence a multicultural modern nation which are known today as America. Like India, America is also a country with lots of various culture, various language, various types of people. So America is also a multicultural nation, like India is also a multicultural nation. There was also a tremendous change among people, books, ideas across the Atlantic. What does it mean? When there are lots of multicultural people, they were bringing their own culture with them. When they were bringing their own culture, they are bringing their own poetry, own poems, own prose, writing style, reading style, their way of communication, their way of language. So automatically there was a tremendous change among people, among books, ideas, different pattern, everything was coming across the Atlantic. Okay, here in the first part of this video I am stopping the video here only, I am ending it. In the second part of the video I am going to go through the second heading of this answer. This answer will continue in 3 parts of the video, and this is a long answer. This is a 20 marks question, 20 marks answer. So therefore when you need to write 20 marks, you need to write the whole. I will teach you people in a question answer pattern. So before exam you can just go through and you just can write it in exam. Thank you for today.